Today, we're going to be reviewing this hip thrust machine, which I bought on Temu for a whopping $180. Hello friends, I've got another review for you today, and today we're reviewing this hip thrust machine, which I bought from Temu for $180. I would also like to point out that I am not affiliated with either Temu or Macy Gym or any other companies that are mentioned in this video. Now, I believe this is the same white label machine which other brands like GMWD or Syedee sell through Amazon or directly, and they typically charge around $350 to $600 for basically this same machine, which if you know how to shop around Temu and play their coupon game, you can get for under $200 like I did. Now, the machine I received was branded as Ormaise, as you can see here, which I have never heard of before and was an interesting surprise. But I'm pretty sure it's the same machine. Now, you might also be asking yourself, why would you buy this machine in the first place? Obviously, this is a single-use machine for just one exercise, and it does have a pretty significant square footage footprint. Now, I'm fortunate enough where I've moved into a new house where I have quite a bit more space for my home gym. And hip thrusts are an exercise that I've added to my program and have been enjoying for a while as I'm trying to develop my glutes a bit more. Prior to getting the machine, I would set this exercise up on my Smith machine, which was a pretty cumbersome process. I filmed it and timed it, and it end to end just to get set up. It typically takes about 4 minutes, which in the middle of a workout, I really don't like doing. So partially, I got this machine for convenience and because I really just like to be able to hop on, do my movements, and go and not have my workouts take 2 hours. So what do I think about the machine? I think that for the money that I paid for it, it is an incredible value. It's sturdy. It can handle more than enough weight for what I need to do with it, and it's pretty comfortable. The assembly process was pretty straightforward and took about 2 hours. Here's a quick time lapse of what that looked like. Now, this machine has already been reviewed quite a bit on YouTube, but I'll just give you a quick overview of some of the features. For example, you can adjust the angle of this footrest to where it's comfortable for you. When it's time to do the exercise, you pop out this pop pin. You can have a seat on the pad that's here. Get your feet in a comfortable position. Lock in. Now, as soon as you lift up on the roller, these handles, which help you rack and unrack the weight, pop out of the way, and then you're free to do your movement. When it's time to re-rack, simply reach back, and you can just do this one-handed and re-rack the weight. So what I like is it's really easy to get in and out of the machine with no setup time, which is one of the main reasons that I decided to buy this machine. Now, another neat feature of this machine is that it has some rollers on the back of the machine, making it easy to move. While it is a pretty big machine and does take up quite a bit of floor space, you can pick it up relatively easily, roll it around, or even stow it vertically by tilting it up like so. And now we're going to do a couple of reps with a pair of 45-pound bumper plates loaded on the machine. Now let's add some more weight to the machine. You can see first we've got the set of bumper plates on it, and now we've added 2 more urethane plates on each side, and we still have a little bit more room left on the weight horns. With 270 pounds loaded on the machine, it still operates smoothly, and there's no noticeable deflection anywhere in the machine. Now I'm going to add my last set of 45 plates, which is a set of steel plates, to the machine to bring the total weight up to 360 pounds. The machine is still handling the weight just fine, although there isn't much room left on the weight horns, so if I wanted to go heavier than this, I would probably have to get some thinner plates to swap out the bumper plates. Now, one of the things I don't like about the machine are the weight horns. So they're made of 1-inch steel horns with a very cheap plastic 2-inch insert that goes on top of them, which feels pretty flimsy. That's probably going to be the first thing that I upgrade on this machine. The only thing that's really getting me some time to get used to right now is just the path of this pendulum when doing the movement, which is different than the path of the linear Smith machine. We'll see how it goes after I do a couple of more workouts, but I have had some ideas on how to improve that by potentially mounting some kind of a hinging bracket here and attaching this roller there to allow some free movement to the pendulum and keep a more natural path for my hips. Because what I find that is really at the top of the movement, kind of have to curve upwards, and it feels just a little awkward, but maybe it's just something that I can get used to. My closing thoughts are that I think it's a great machine for the money. In fact, I think it's an unbelievable machine for the money, comparing it to some other options, which are either different versions of this machine, which probably cost maybe twice as much, all the way up to some of the more commercial brands like Nautilus or similar, where you'd be paying anywhere from $3,000 up for a machine that is somewhat similar. Some other options in the market, like the Signature Fitness machine, which uses a belt. Again, some people like it, some do not. Personally, I don't really like the belt style machines because I find them somewhat uncomfortable. They tend to bruise my hip bones once the weight gets heavy. So a machine like this with a nice foam roller was something that I really wanted to add to my home gym, and I am pretty happy with my purchase. So I hope you found this video informative, and if you liked it, please drop me a like and a subscribe, as it really helps the YouTube algorithm, because here we all just obey the YouTube algorithm.